Welcome back. It's another week. We've had a big growth in the channel. We've had some coverage with Shyway. We've had a real good time this week. And we're getting back straight into it with another coaching video on a game of Slayer on Empyrean. And this game is on the elo of Plat 3. So, without further ado, let's get into this. I'm not going to have a long intro this time. As always, this is done using Vodon Pro, a free program that I use. I'm in contact with the dev. Seems great to me, no issues so far. Really good if you want to go over some stuff with your teammates. Appears safe and is open source. So, let's get into it. So, Slayer on Empyrean. Straight away with this, been thinking a lot about people start the match. In the Plat lobby, what we're probably going to see is a lot of people taking initiative by themselves, not playing with the team. And we'll try and point out where that happens. This player in particular is quite good in terms of using death cam and things, stuff we've talked about before. But sometimes, and I'm not sure if it's because of how the game goes, there's a bit of carelessness. So let's see what we can get from this. Hopefully it'll help you guys out in your ranked grind. And let's see what we got. So we're looking at the yellow samurai there. Right, so straight off the bat here, just before we go anywhere, I've become a real big fan of pushing over to Plasma Pistol over here, just so I can get a really nice flank around the back when my teammates push into rockets. You always want to make sure that you're pushing heavily into rockets on this, because 4 rockets, as we've said before, is just insanity, and I don't know why they've not reduced it yet. Pushing long haul's a decent idea too. You want to look where you spawn based on where you go. You want to get there first. And if you're feeling super spicy, this ledge right here, you can hit a real good curb slide and get up there real fast. Anyway. Nice nade, just offering some support, although no enemies will be there yet. That guy made a huge misplay there. I like this, this is a good angle. Go back. Look at the placing of this drop shield versus this rocket launcher. Complete safety right there. The guy would struggle. He'd have to shoot like up here or something. Why did he jump out, man? And the guy blew himself up. Ooh, this is risky. Yeah, the cleanup. You really want to make sure that when you get kills like that, like, I get that rockets are super important, but you really want to make sure that you're waiting for that shield. Okay, we're getting death. We use death cam. Straight back into it, putting some shots in. I like the use of angle there. Notice how he tried to jump around the pillar to get some coverage on 2 different angles against the opponent. That was good. Oh, why don't you go after him, man? Okay, what we're going to do this time. Okay, nice retreat. Whoa, where are we going? Alright. If you're going to do things like that, I would have stopped like back where you were in that little ditch, because the field of view that your enemies are going to have, they're going to have to push all the way around to your needler to get you if you're there. This is death trap zone. This ally's fighting, this ally's probably fighting, this guy's definitely fighting. The enemy's field of view here, I have no idea how you managed to get across and not die there, because someone just pinged bridge. So make sure you don't do that. If that was a diamond lobby, you 100% would have died. Nice team shot. We are pushing similar angles to the allies though. See here, we've got an ally here, we've got an ally here, this guy just died. We've got a little bit of crossfire out onto here, and we've got a little bit onto here, but anything sort of past here is probably dangerous, as I think we've just lost someone. And they're like, the enemy team's likely to spawn up, maybe in the flag or maybe at the back. So you want to make sure that we're not pushing too much. This guy is going for a flank though, so I would watch to see what he does. And if he ends up pushing the long haul, you might want to try and push at the same time, provided that the 4th teammate has come up. One of the things I've really started to look at in videos, and especially since some of the stuff that's been said, is that I'm trying to give VoDs more of a focus on team synergy, because it makes a bigger difference than people realize. Okay, so we're pushing right into the danger zone here. We're going to get sniped in the face. No. Not took any damage. Okay, we'll take that duel. A bit of bunny hopping. Crouching would have been better, but we'll take it. We got a trade. 1 for 1. Using death cam again. Try to get info though. You're cycling a little fast, but you are using it, which is really good. That's better than most people. They don't use it. That was nice. That was good support to your teammate. Are we gonna go to safety? We're checking angles again when we're one shot. We really need to not do that. Again, better players would have killed you for that. Okay, we're checking the back terminal for the other teammates. This is fine. I like this. Checking tower, trying to get some info. There's no comms on this, so I don't know if the player's calling out or not. Where are we looking? Okay, we're going for over shields. Did that guy make a sound? Could we hear that? You can hear him. He's down here. There's a sound cue for this. You can hear him. He's here. He's just about to take it and then leave. Yeah, there he is. Try to use sound cues with this. You could have checked down there without fully committing. But again, one of the things I keep saying in platinum lobbies is it's the people who make the least mistakes. And that guy with the overshield there should have just turned around and smacked you in the face and he would have killed you. And he probably would have got a 2-for-1. Maybe. It was good that you want to challenge the objective, don't get me wrong, like, you need to do that, and it's like you've been helping with rockets and stuff through the game, which is awesome. People need to do that, you need to support your team. But that guy with the overshield did a big misplay, and both of you should have potentially died for that. Okay, we're pushing up. We could have taken the stairs for the high ground there, because now we don't know who's up here, because we didn't peek this angle up here. We have no info on this side of the map, and this guy's just died. And it's potentially a 2v4, 2v3. Well, you just killed one guy, so it's like 2v3 or something like that, or 2v2. So let's just see how this plays out. Checking for info. Let's get some height. Okay, good. All right, the teammate's got a sniper. Are you gonna stay? You need to move away. Covering two angles from one place, not a good idea. That sucked. That guy shot you, he shot you right through the wall, or he must have clipped your shoulder or something. Okay, so we're not wasting any time. That's a good thing. This player really likes to get back in. Nice kill. Down to safety. Real good. Back to the tower. That's nice. That's safe. This is good. So the ally down here, there's a guy with a sniper light down here. He's watching here, and I guess he might be able to see down here, but you're supporting him too. These guys hopefully can see training, which is like here somewhere, I think. But the support that you're giving to your ally here is really good, because if he gets caught out or if anyone starts shooting him, you're there to help him. So this is what we mean. This is what I mean by saying, you know, don't push the same angle or the same lane, but like help people by providing a crossfire. And this is a perfect crossfire because both the player and his ally can see this area. And if anyone pushes terminal, they're going to get body shot with the sniper and they're going to get BR'd by this player, which is basically a free kill. So... And in plat lobbies, you are going to get people who push this without info. Like, they have no idea where you are, so they're probably going to push it just to see without, like, really checking it. There was a nade. I didn't need to give up your position, though. I would have stayed for a little, or maybe pushed up. See, if you'd have waited a little there. If you'd have just waited a little bit there. Yeah. This is, I mean, you got the trade, but this is why people say that Halo's the game of chess and not checkers or drafts or whatever you want to call it. It's a lot of Halo is affected by what you did 5 seconds ago rather than what you're doing right now. And in this case, if you literally just waited top tower, I'm willing to bet that guy would have peeked and he probably would have just got bodied. Like, he would have walked out and just died. So it's little things like that. You are winning. You are 4 points ahead, but that's not a lot in the big scheme of Slayer. So yeah, just try to think about, like, it's okay to just stop and hold position for a while. Don't be afraid of just holding. Don't be afraid of just anchoring a strong position that's got height. Because verticality is really good in shooting games. And distance from corners too. Right, what we're doing. Moving back to teammates. Oh yeah, the mini curb slide. A little slide. That's good. Trying again. I like it. It's always good to put movement tech in. I'm a strong believer in putting movement tech in. Nice support of the teammate. Grenade was well placed, but it nearly killed him. That's a decent use of the letterbox. I would have probably pushed your advantage there, because if we look in the game chat, you kill one guy. Someone else get killed, I think. Yeah, so here, look. Right, it's currently 4 guys for your team and 2 guys for their team. When this happens, you want to just push them. Even though your teammate's low, it's at least a 3. V2, you want to push and push that advantage. Because on Empyrean especially, there's the ability to spawn trap people for like 1 cycle before they go to the other side, because these 2 guys are still alive on this side. So you definitely want to try and push advantages, and in higher lobbies, like in High Diamond and Onyx, you'll find that if you get team wiped on Empyrean, or if a lot of your team is killed, you are definitely going to get spawn rotated at least once. And so what happens instead of 3 kills being given is the enemy team gets like 7. And that's just fairly standard. So you have to assert dominance and sort of keep map control to push advantages when you have them. And this is a grade A example of having an advantage. It's 4v2. So you have to push it. So looking the letterbox was like really safe, but you probably should have just pushed straight around and helped out. And you also got a teammate with the sniper here. He's gone because you're stood on him, but you should have pushed out because he's got the distance advantage. You really like this angle. I mean, I don't mind it being used there. That's quite good because that guy's not going to be able to return fire. Oh, that was some Halo Infinite experience right there. Just desync off that drop. That sucks, man. Hello. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Did we see that? That's that guy here. He's jumped out. Okay, so when you're using the death cam, you need to pay attention to the information it's giving you, because that guy just killed some of your allies and he's there with the overshield. I have no idea what he's doing. This is a huge misplay from him. That's another situation where a better player would have killed you. But you got him. So I really like that you're using death cam, great crossfire, but I want you to make sure that when you're using the death cam, you're actually doing something with the information it's giving to you. Because it's a really good habit to have, but just cycling through isn't going to give you anything. You have to think what it's telling you and what you're going to do with it. That's nice. Good awareness to go and chase that kill. That was yours all day long. And that was a good use of the needler too. That guy had no cover. So you just got yourself a 2-for-1. That was well played. It's okay to die. Just do the best in in those situations. Yeah? Again, with the chess analogy, you force yourself into that corner and then you play the pieces in the right way to get a trade. So 2-for-1, 1 point more ahead. That's good. Moving back. Oh, we're checking lanes again. That guy would have railed you for that if he was diamond. You should have just... I would have just got straight out of there. Just slid around the corner onto training. Just need to be a little bit smarter with the escapes. Okay, we got teammates dead. Where are we going? Okay, so think... just a little pause. We like to do this positioning stuff. Think about what's going on here. Grenade exploding here. Teammates over here. This guy's probably under fire and this guy's here. You want to be thinking about where do we not have information and how could that affect us right now? Because your ally in terminal is mega over pushed right now. He needs to pull back because he's completely on his own. If he gets pushed in terminal, there is literally nothing you can do. So when you're playing ranked, don't be this guy. Yeah, viewers, don't be this guy. As soon as the team's dead, he should have pushed back and maybe sniped like down here, and then he would have been able to cover the rockets, the long haul, and then you guys would have spawned up and covered training. So he should have pulled back there. He's a bit extended. He's probably going to die for it. He's taking fire. You can hear it. Yep. He died for it. He's too extended. This is a risky challenge. Your team collapsed on the guy. Again, this is a situation where at a higher elo lobby, you probably would have died for that, or at the very least, you would have got traded. But that guy who pushed you in terminal, then he kind of half committed, and then he got him killed. This is a nice push. There's a guy to your left, though. You just missed him completely. That was a nasty desync. Is this like a Wi-Fi thing? Do you play on Wi-Fi? Because I get some desync hops like this when I play on cable, but you've had quite a few in this game. Is this just a really bad server? That was some nice crosshair placement. You were being preemptive. But again, that's another situation where a better player with the rocket launcher would have shot the wall that's in front of Pit and he just would have killed you. So just see what, if I just go back and show you what I mean. So that's a little too far back. So I think the guy that you're dueling, he like shoots here, but as you jumped over this spot, if I was against you, I would either have shot this or I would have just shot the wall under there and you would have died. So it was a bit of a Like, I get you want to get the kill, but again, against a better player, you would have died. Watch the rocket go straight past. That guy's shooting the rockets at moving targets. Always shoot the rockets at the ground, guys. Always shoot the rockets at the ground or at a wall, never at the player you're trying to kill. It's not a similar story for the Hydra, but shooting the ground's a lot easier with it. Cool, we got the high ground. This is really good. Look at this setup here. We got a guy. Whoa, that's a bit. The video quality's gone. So we got a guy who's watching here, so we know we're safe. We know someone's coming here because there's a grenade. It's gone here somewhere. So we want to be careful. Let's not overcommit. Let's draw an invisible line in our heads. You know, if the enemy is... Whoa, hello. Vodon, what are you doing? If the enemy is going to push us, if we go past this line, it's hard for us to retreat because there's a solid wall there, and then we have to backtrack or drop into flag, and then they can push us. So, invisible line there. If you get pushed and you get low, get down into the little pit, into the little sneaky there. Can't remember the proper name for it right now. And then you're all good. So let's see what he does. Oh, there's two dropped off the wrong side. Just decision making, and I'm hoping that you guys are seeing that, like, the difference between plat and diamond is literally decision making. Most players in plat have decent mechanics in terms of aim. Obviously, you get people who've really cracked aim. This is good support. Nice. Didn't use the cover though. We could have. So again, this is what I mean by positioning. So let's play this out again. So we're pushing up. We've got the advantage. We look to the depth feed. We're pushing up, right? All of this player that you do, look at this. The guys you shot were here and here, and there was a guy here. All three of these people that you're shooting, well, two of the three people, you can literally shoot from where you stood right now. So this again was like, you walked out into the open, you walked out into here, and that is a dangerous position. And diamond players and Onyx players would have realized that the safe spot sort of ends there, and they probably would have just stayed here because then they can just exit. So again, it's that positioning it's that positioning idea that just divides, like, it's the decision making basically. Because this player's aim's really not that bad at all. Like, it would be cool to see some more crouch strafing and stuff, but like mechanically, platinum players are generally like, okay, there's no issue with them. But I just feel like it's the raw decision making that makes the difference between diamond and platinum. And then as you go into the higher diamond, it's the decision making with context to teammates as well. Carry on anyway. We're laying some shots down. We could have stayed back. It is actually that guy that kills you. So, and I don't know what your teammate was doing. He was like facing the other way. So like, yeah, you could have just done that from green. You could have just stayed in the rocket hole. I mean, we're really far ahead, so I don't know if we're just being like, you know, you get that mentality. It's like, oh, well, we're going to stake them, so let's just go full ham. Like, I don't know if that's what the case is, and if it is, then, you know, is what it is. The drop shield there was a bit... So, as soon as you go through here, always check that way, because, like, if the enemy team's not at their needles or their flag, they're 100% in terminal or at the tower or training. So you want to always make sure you check in. So I would have, like, you can still go that way if you like. I mean, it's still a bit risky, but make sure your field of view is this way while you're doing it. So you just want to strafe. Yeah, so just strafe and look, get that info so that you're not just like walking into your death. Again, a better player with a sniper rifle would have just instantly domed you as soon as you walked out. But if you're already looking that way, if he tries to shoot you, and let's not forget Halo Infinite's ping, you have Pika's advantage on that guy. And if you don't know what Pika's advantage is, it means because of latency, because of lag between yourself and the dedicated server, even though you push out around a corner, the other player won't actually see you until very slightly later. So it's kind of why desync happens in this game, where like you're around the corner but you get shot. It's because to the other guy, you're not actually around the corner yet. So this is like the opposite, where you peek out the corner and the other guy hasn't seen you yet. So you could have turned and shot the guy and stopped him from sniping you. But again, a higher skill player would have just instantly domed you as soon as you walked around the corner because you weren't even looking at the tower. But again, it might be it might just be something because you're just winning by so much. So it was just a little bit of a careless move. But as I've said, there's been plenty of decent things that this player's done. Like, they're definitely not a bad player. It is 100% just the decision making at this point that's probably stopping them from getting to like plat 5, plat 5, plat 6, maybe D1. Again, then the good use, that grenade was a bit dodgy, but the good use of pillars for cover and He's actually, I believe that was probably the last kill, so that was the end of the video. So in terms of what we've seen, we're reinforcing the fact that, you know, the platinum players are basically, it's the decision making. If you're a platinum player, you really need to look back over your videos and look at the decisions that you're making to do with things like, where am I taking fights? Do I actually need to push the fight out that far to get the kill? And am I taking unnecessary risks? Like, am I peeking angles when I'm one shot? Am I, you know, am I acting in synergy with teammates? If my teammate's pushing an angle that's beneficial to me, should I wait until he gets there? And the answer most of the time is yes. Unless you're literally about to lose a King of the Hill game or the enemy team is about to get a stronghold, the answer is most of the time yes. And so, as I keep saying, focus on timing and working with teammates and positioning as a platinum player. The better you get at it, the faster you'll get out of plat and the faster you'll get into diamond, and then you can focus on doing that in context with the people you're playing to get to higher diamond. Mechanics are only a real big issue once you're in like gold. If you're in gold, it's usually like aim, and then platinum, it's usually like decent with BR, maybe needs to practice with sniper. But you can't just disrespect platinum players about their aim, because generally speaking, as long as it's not cross map, they're actually all right. So overall for this player, good use of cover. They really like to use cover when they think about it, and they use it quite well. So you can take that tip. Watch the challenges, especially when you're low. Watch the angles that you're covering. Don't push with teammates too often. And as I usually say in my videos, there was a few attempts at curb sliding in that. If you want to learn how to curb slide, then I really recommend watching Shyway's guide on curb sliding, which is something like 30 minutes long. That video literally helped me learn to curb slide in like 3 minutes. Yeah, I literally watched the first part of that video and all the issues I had with curb sliding were just gone. So I hope this helped. I hope this weekly video, again, is in line with what people expect from the channel. As always, we've had a ton of support and the channel keeps expanding. It's really exciting for me and I'm enjoying getting to talk to you all. We're starting to stream on sort of a semi-regular basis, and we do VoD reviews and we play some ranked in stream. We're getting really close to Onyx now. We're literally like 20 elo off as the recording of this video. So I really hope you're enjoying the content as much as I'm enjoying making it. I hope to see some of you in the comments section. Make sure to like the video if you found it helpful and learned something. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this, and I will see you in the next one. So this has been Vanadam. See you later.